Welcome back, guys, and today we are talking about B-Way grosses, so let's get into it. So Strange Loop did 81% capacity, which was down from last week, going into the $600,000 range, which is not great for a show of this caliber. As I've stated in past videos, I think this show is ahead of its time, but also it's ahead of its time, but it's also made for right now. I also do believe that this show just is not a very mainstream show, and it's not going to appeal to the tourists and to the people that pay to see musicals, and even off-Broadway it would still struggle. So it's just sadly one of those shows, but I could see this potentially closing this year if it falls into the 400, 300 range. Hopefully it makes it to next year, but there's no doubt in my mind that this will 100% close next year, and it is a shame. But again, I explained that in the past video and in previous videos about why I think A Strange Loop just didn't end up working, and I think that's just because its audience that it kind of needs to reach don't have the money to see it, or they're just going to college like I am. So either way, it's a bit of a disappointment, but not really, because it won the Best Musical, it won the Pulitzer, and it ran on Broadway. So I mean, it's a win, but also just a bit of a disappointing win overall. But it's struggling, and it's not good. Beetlejuice did $1 million and 73% capacity, which was down from 76%. Again, my opinions on this show are, I have no idea how this is alive, and I don't know if it will either succeed or if it will fail. It's just, we'll see. Come From Away did 84% capacity, which was up from last week, so it's hitting the 600,000 range. Do You Have an Instant with Game Mazzurazzo did 101% capacity and almost $1 million, its best week since before COVID. Funny Girl did $582,000 and 75% capacity, which was down a little bit from last week, 71%. So it was actually an increase in capacity. And again, I predict this show will not stay open after Michele leaves. In fact, I don't even know if it will make it to that date, or when Michele decides to leave, the show would just close. And Jane Lynch is even leaving early, so it was just the shambles of a revival. Hadestown, 96% capacity, which was down from last week, but still in the 700,000s. Layla's White is going to be in this. Maybe a bit of a box office boost. It kind of made me want to see it again, but I thought that was great news. Hamilton, 2 million. Harry Potter, 1 million. Into the Woods crushing it with almost 2 million and 98% capacity, and with the extension, this show is turned into an unexpected juggernaut. MJ the Musical continues to make 1 million, 100% capacity, the best performing show of this season. Moulin Rouge with 1 million and 96%, which was down from last week's 97%. Mr. Saturday Night, 500,000 and 66% versus last week's 63%. But yeah, this show was clearly a flop. $6 million and 99% capacity. The Music Man is surprisingly going from 3 million to 2 million. I know, the show's really struggling with 94% capacity. It'll be interesting to see if this show starts to make like 1 million or 900,000. But these revivals with, a star attached to them don't last very long. The Phantom is making 1 million and having a surprise comeback, probably because of tourists. Tina, the Tina Turner musical, did $1 million and 85% capacity, its best week in a long time. And then Wicked with 1 million and 90% capacity. So those are the grosses. Overall, not a lot of opinions have changed, except the fact that A Strange Loop and my thoughts that it might be struggling have been confirmed. Beetlejuice is still like, well, who knows what's going to happen with that. Funny Girl, I think it will close after Michele leaves. Hadestown hopefully gets a box office boost. And Into the Woods and MJ are like the kings of Broadway right now, along with The Music Man. So those are the grosses. Make sure to like, sub, and comment. Leave your thoughts down below, and I'll see you soon. Peace.